Martial Arts Academy right here in Madisonville, Kentucky. Home of Warrior Martial Arts, Warrior Kids After School and Summer Camp, and Gracie Jiu-Jitsu of Madisonville. Wanted to come at you guys with a new channel that I want to try to do on our martial arts page in YouTube is the Warrior's Edge. Kind of want to make this an ongoing thing with some ideas and some concepts to put out there. What it means, the warrior lifestyle. And, I wanted to kind of clarify, warrior doesn't always mean fighting. You got to remember, self-defense is learning to protect yourself, but becoming a warrior means you can also protect others around you. So that's the whole purpose of the warriorship mentality. But anyway, one of the things I want to bring to you guys today is let's start off with something that's very important as a warrior and a warrior-minded person is to set and achieve your goals. And goal setting is probably one of the most important things you can do in the martial arts. That's why we have belt systems. That's why there's testings and things like that, so that you can actually achieve your next level. So the goal in the martial arts is to set and achieve goals. It's pretty easy. So one of the things that you want to do is outside of the martial arts, because we kind of do that for you on the mat, is we set the goals for you and then you just execute. And that's pretty easy. It's kind of like school does, from kindergarten through 12th grade. They've set the goal for you already. So all you got to do is show up. Well, if that's all you do, that's good. But you can do better. And ways to do better is to write your goals down and plan out what you plan to do with your life and things that you want to achieve. Now, sometimes we have pretty lofty goals. I do. I've been in the martial arts for well over 40 years. And I've achieved black belt in many different systems. And one of the hardest ones I ever did was Gracie Jiu-Jitsu. And it took me 18 years to achieve black belt under Master Pedro Sauer in Gracie Jiu-Jitsu. So I'm very proud of that. And I knew right from the very beginning that this one was going to be the hardest one I ever did. And the only thing that was going to stop me, though, was if I gave up. And I can't give up. I'm not going to give up. So I had to set that goal. That's a hard goal to set a timeline for. And because achieving a black belt, especially in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Gracie Jiu-Jitsu, it's dependent upon your coach way more than it is you to when you can test and timelines and things like that. So even though I had the goal and I knew I wanted to get it, the achieving it within a window, I did achieve it before I turned 50, which was a fantastic goal for me. And that was a big deal. So, that was the icing on that one. But, anything you want to do in life, like if you want to lose weight, if you want to get stronger, if you want to make more money, you need to write it down specifically, exactly what you want, not a hypothetical. That's the problem with a lot of goals. People write down a wish list instead of a definitive goal, like a number or a specific. And the more specific you get, you can backpedal through this and create action steps and action plans to actually get there. It's kind of what we did with black belt. So you have a black belt, and then we broke it down in all these belts before that so that you can actually see your progress. It's the same way with weight loss, same way with making more money. Now, being ridiculous with your goals can also happen. So nothing wrong with being lofty goals and extreme goals, but you got to give yourself enough time to achieve those things. I heard one of my friends mentioning, like making $1 million in a year is pretty lofty goal unless you're pretty close to that already. If you're a minimum wage worker at this time saying, hey, I'm going to set a goal to make $1 million in 12 months, that's a big task. Okay. That's a very, very large task. That's like $22,000 a month. Okay. So just, it's more than that, actually. I forgot now. My math is not as good as I want it to be. But anyway, making it realistic. I'm not saying don't have extreme goals. It's just make sure that you have thought out the process and how long it will realistically take. Because if you put the $1 million goal in 12 months and you don't get it, you're going to give up on it because it's a tough thing to get. But if you spread that out and says, hey, within 3 to 5 years, or 5 years or 3 years, be specific and say, I think I can use this method and maybe that method and these 3 methods or 4 methods, and I can achieve $1 million a year status. Now, I'm not a millionaire, but that's using an example. But utilizing martial arts as the root of that in my life is to achieve goals by utilizing what we did with the belt system. So I just wanted to throw that out there with you. One of the most important things you can do is take a few minutes and actually write down your goals in everyday life, whether it be business, whether it be spiritual, personal, educational, financial, separate from business. All of that can actually set you up for major growth in your life. The more clear you are on those goals, the more vision you have with them, you're more likely to hit them. If you just, aimlessly sail across the sea without your sail up, you're going to go where the ocean takes you. But if you put your sail up and you know where you're going, you'll probably get there. So anyway, Coach Eric out. I just want to say, hey, let's keep up with me here a little more often on this Warrior's Edge vlog that we're going to do. So see you soon. And Warrior up. Come visit with us.